Alright, back at it again with the slime vids. So, just a quick update report. The last video I made on how to break the wall essentially and how to level up, get your EP up, so that you could do the harder content. I went over, building so that you can increase your population, so that you can get more stuff that you're gonna need to help you increase your EP. Went over like right here, the friendship for helping you with the builds and whatnot. But something I realized before we even get too deep into this, the friendship part of this is actually currency. So if we go to the forge real quick, I found out that this is currency because I was trying to level up items and I was always missing this, the bronze blacksmith's hammer. And I thought you got it from conquest or doing some harder content that I just haven't gotten to yet. And I wasn't too pressed about it, but now I'm maxing out the ability to basically get stronger, and gear is one of the things that I actually need to focus on. So I found out that this was a currency, the friendship was a currency for this particular material. So if we go to the bazaar real quick, you can see in the 5-star awakening, it's right here. You can trade for this. But not just that, the friendship bazaar, as you can see right here, I can trade for the blacksmith's hammer. So that's why it's always good to like build your sworn friendship, send help, request help, all that good stuff. That's how you get this, which you will need to power up your armor, which you will need to make your EP higher. So yeah, I just thought that was interesting because nobody's really talking about it. But yeah, let's move on. So construction is complete. Again, one of the pro tips I gave is always keep building. So as soon as your construction is done, make sure you come and complete this. Make sure you keep building. Oh, I got another one on the way, boy. We cooking with gasoline out here in these streets. So one thing to note, make sure that you see my total facility level is 313. I'm actually at a point where I cannot do much without raising it. I think if I use this Butler's Mansion, it's a perfect example. So yeah, my requirements is 600 plus facility level. So that is quite the ways away. And it takes 16 hours when you finally get this. So this is why I say make sure you are always building. Building is important. As you can see, I can level this one up, which is exactly what we're going to do. It increases your population. You increase your population, and it's essentially going to help you in the long run with your EP and, just developing in general. So we're going to put this little 2-hour one, we're going to put this to build. So apart from the building, as I said, this is an update report. I was somewhere around 120 something, I'm guessing. I'm not too sure, in EP when I did my first video for how to break the wall and level up essentially. So now what I've been doing, I'm going to show you exactly what I've been doing. Not been doing much. My focus was essentially on training. I was doing my best to collect these materials right here. You need them to awaken your characters. That boosts your EP tremendously. So let's go. I'm actually been grinding for Rimuru because he's one of the characters I've had on ability release 3. So I'm trying to get his ability release 4. Matter of fact, I think I have enough to do this right now. But before we do it, let's just take a peek. So right now, this is my strongest team. This is my build. This is my strongest team. I do not have anything I can do to make myself stronger. I notice I am at 190 EP, 190, 193. So let's just upgrade Monsieur Rimuru over here. Let's ability release him real quick, and let's see what that does for the EP. We're gonna do this live, alright. So you see there, it boosted the stats. I'm not too pressed on what the stats are. Wow, I am still missing some blues to fully do it. Alright, so cool. Point is, I did it. It's not even full, so when it's full, it goes to part 5 right here. And you've basically gotten to, max that I can get. But you see that it gave me a nice little boost. Gave me a nice little boost for it. Another thing I've been focusing on, Benimaru. The one that they gave us with the event that is currently working, that is currently in progress, sorry. He is a good character, and especially for the event since it's focused on darkness characters. I have been doing my best to just grind out his materials, awaken him. As you can see, I'm on part 5. And this is as far as I go until, I guess, if I can 6-star him to get him to 100, and then I can awaken this and get even stronger. This has given me quite, I kid you not, Benimaru has been single-handedly the reason for me getting my EP as high as it is currently. Because, fun fact, no matter how much release you do, no matter how much equipment you go through, all of this will give you EP, it will get you stronger, yes, but essentially what it comes down to, let's go to it right now on the Awakening, it comes out to dupes. Without dupes, you're stuck, you're duped. Without dupes, you're duped. And let me show you why. We are going to go on the recruit segment right now. As you can see, before I had like 2,000 crystals. I have 593 currently. Actually, this wasn't even what I had earlier. I had like 90 something. And I think because of the bug update and whatnot, we got some free ones. And I've actually been grinding other stages to try to get it. As you can see, I have 100 Bazaar points. Hopefully, I can clock this out before this event goes away as a free-to-play player. And I'm gonna get Diablo. Diablo is gonna help you tremendously in the event. But yes, I've been recruiting. I burnt all my crystals to recruit because I wanted dupes, I wanted new characters, things to help me, and this is the result. I basically got nothing. I kid you not. I basically got nothing. I barely got dupes for characters that I need. Look at ones that have the red exclamation points. I don't need these. These are not gonna help me. What I needed was things like Rimuru, you know. I did get her, which has been helping me a lot. I got Beretta, that's been helping me a lot. But again, I didn't get dupes. And without dupes, you're basically stuck. And being on level 80, there's only so much you can do. And one of the missions is to push your EP to 200k. The conquest is recommended 200k. Although, if we go back over here, we can see that I managed to beat, I can't remember which one it was for the love of me. But I managed to beat one of the conquests. If I know myself, it's probably dark. It's not dark. Is it light? Bear with me here. It's not light either. What have I been doing with my life? I do not know. Okay, I don't know. I really don't know. But I managed to beat one. I managed to beat one, and I barely. It was bad, man. It was really bad. I barely got anything for it, and for you to get. Wow, I haven't even done beginner for this one. For you to get the materials that you need to basically progress, you need to beat this, and for you to beat this, you basically need to be 206. Otherwise, you can't really farm it, and unless you get free stars on it, you definitely can't do the parallel processing. But yeah, so basically, I've been grinding. Here's a quick tip for you. I've actually went back to grind the story mode. As you can see, complete. Complete means normal, beginner, expert. I have gotten 3 stars in everything. That gives you crystals, and the crystals you can use to summon. And again, my summoning has been terrible. I'm currently stuck on expert 3, but that's basically where I am. But again, I got to level 90, and I've just been doing the event. Make sure you are grinding the bejesus out of this event. It will help you tremendously. It gives you everything you need for Benimaru. It gives you materials that you need to upgrade. And let's check out my progress so far. I'm 44. I almost got the next one for Benimaru at 49, and I have a ways to go. So you got to clock this out before this event is gone. All these materials, important. You need it. So yeah, that's basically it. And the next thing I was doing too when it comes to my EP, what built me so much, I was focused on ability release and the equipment. Now, if you realize right here, it says expertise. It shows you what weapon they prefer. So you just go to the forge and you craft it and you give it to them. Now, the final thing I feel I want to touch on is the forge and the crafting itself. So let's go to the forge real quick just to look at this. If I go to enhance and I go to Benimaru and go to evolve, currently I can evolve his equipment to 40. So that's what I've been doing. I took my 1 star to 2 star to 3 star. I've just been evolving them, and that's how I've been progressing. We're actually going to evolve this right now. Let's and again, the event gives you the materials. So now that I've done this, I need 50 more to max it out, and yeah. So another thing about this, what I want to point out real quick, if we see, how do I see the stats for this? The attack for the sword is 181. Maybe Benimaru is a bad example. I'm not seeing what I'm looking for right now. But this right here, you see the point that it says redo, and you see how Rimuru has 209 attack? I don't know why nobody's talking about this, but this is something I realized. This 209 attack is not the max. As you can see, it says 209 to 212. So if I redo this, as you can see, I used a bit of material. It takes 40, and I redo this. Chances are my effect can go up. It didn't go up, but I have success points. So what's going to happen? If I max out all these success points, the next time I redo it, it's actually going to increase. And if you increase it, you're actually going to increase your EP, because the stronger your materials, the stronger it is. Now notice here I'm failing. Before I even succeed, let's do a check, because a while ago I just awakened the Rimuru for the most part, and Benimaru, I just upgraded his sword. 191, 127, okay? Let's remember that. 191, 127. Let's go back to equipment. I awakened his sword, but I didn't level it up. I did this on purpose. So let's go back to the forge. We're gonna enhance it. Hopefully I have the material to enhance it. I'm not even sure how this works after a certain level. Oh, okay, so it still uses the grindstone. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna power this up, all the way up. I have grindstone for days, and we're just gonna get more while we're farming. There we go. Exceeds limit by 3. That'll transfer over once you're powering up. So 222. The event, this is going to be hard to do since it requires the same material to power it up. Right now I'm at 222. It can go up to 252. So redoing your equipment is essential. So just off Benimaru alone and powering it up, did my EP increase? Yes, it did. Not by much. It was 191, one something. Now it's 367. Not by much, but it did go up. So that's something else that you guys want to focus on. So yeah, that's about it. This is where I'm at right now. I estimated that in like a day or so, if I focused on building my EP, because I wasn't doing it. I was saving all the equipment and summoning and dupes and all of that for, you know, the latter end where I just had no choice. But now that I'm 191, I'm closer to be able to doing Conquest, and if I do Conquest, I can get better materials, and if I get better materials and better gear, I'm going to get higher, which will make this quite the breeze. 206 coming for you, but the problem is I don't have strong water characters, I don't have strong wind characters, so basically characters is one of the main things that are going to cripple you in this game. So good luck with that. That's the only RNG aspect, but other than that, do everything I showed you and you should be fine. If I can go from like 128, 130 to 190 in like 24 hours just grinding, you know, materials and equipment stuff, then you guys can do it too. But anyway, this is just an update video for, you know, the last one I made, and hopefully you see like how much it helps and how much you can gain by doing this. So just wanted to leave you guys with that. You know, have a nice day. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and stay tuned for more.